Welcome to Bunge Beach, and currently we are looking at black mangroves. You can tell they're black mangroves because of the pointy leaves and the light grayish, greenish backs of the leaves. And you can also tell because of all the root systems. Now, if you can see, there's a few bugs and crabs in there, but I don't think you can see them because they're hiding.
It's right down in that root system. Oh yeah. I don't know how much closer I can get.
And what's hard about trying to film the crabs is if you get too close, they'll duck back into their little holes. But take my word for it, there is a crab in there somewhere. Okay, now we are looking at red mangroves because you can tell because of the leaves are green on both sides. I'm currently at Bunge Beach down by Fort Myers Beach, and we're going to take a look and see if we can find some organisms. Okay, it is currently low tide because you can tell by all the shells that are on the beach, and plus you can tell that there's more stuff to come this way. So and this is definitely a sandy intertidal zone, and some flora. There's some kelp down here, and also you can definitely see organisms, especially with shells.
Eureka! We found a bird!
And then we also have this rock. And look, a pelican.
Okay.
This definitely has a lot of organisms. And 180 out of factor here at the beach is definitely the tide. It's also very windy, as you can see from Rachel's hair blowing in the wind. And then and then you can definitely see, I believe some of these are, yeah, there's some barnacles in there. And I believe there's some clams in here too. So those are some indicator species. And then there's definitely more algae down here. And then there's more rocks over there. We're standing at some giant rocks. People over there, more biotic factors. And I'm pretty sure there's a biotic factor as far as there was probably competition for some of these organisms to get in here, even though it's currently low tide. So here's the intertidal zone. So this is the main zone. Then it's more dry here, and then dry here. And then also, at the time of that last part, we found some seagrass. So you can tell by, there's some redness, greenness. And I'm braving this because it is mid-January or so the water is very cold. Okay, so this is a shell that I just found sitting here on the beach. This is definitely an evidence of fauna because you could probably tell that there was probably an organism in there. And there's a bunch of things like this, like there's barnacles right there. There's some over here. And then there's a bunch of shells on the outside, so those are probably fused together. And there's a very distinct odor at the beach because of all the detritus. And plus it's very salty. So, yeah. This is definitely a lot of kelp, but it's all very dry because the tide's all the way back there. So, and the soil is very clayey because, like I said, the tide's all the way back there. Okay, so here's what we just found. It's a crab claw. I don't even know if you want to touch it. And so probably a bird or something came along because the crab was probably desecrated and probably ate the crab and left part of its claw. As you can see, this is definitely a tree. I don't know what kind of tree, but it's covered with moss and algae. More kelp with the seeds. And there's a lot of debris and stuff. So, okay. So there's more kelp down here, kind of like a Christmas tree skirt. And speaking of Christmas trees, someone decided to put shells on this dead tree. Definitely an invasive species. And okay, we just saw something and I don't know what the heck it is. What is that? I don't know. Wait, that looks like coral.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's kind of spongy.
So we just found like spongy coral just washed up on the side of the beach. Probably because high tide comes up here. So that coral probably was here in high tide and just couldn't move. So there's a bunch of crab holes here. So there's probably crabs around here. They're just underground because we're like Godzilla. So yeah. And a bunch of trees and more trees and mangroves and all that. Okay, so there's birds, and then there's I know, I found that earlier. So this is definitely part of the clam, and it probably got opened up, and probably a bird ate the meat out of it. So this is a sand dollar, and it's probably dead, but you can see all the stuff on the side of it, like all the hairs and stuff. So, and it was just laying down here. Yeah, you can definitely see that a bite was taken out of it. But it's not like the white ones you find from desecration, where they're all white. This one's still kind of fresh. So. Okay, in this itty bitty little shell, there's crab. Wait, there is, I think there might be one.
There was one there.
Yeah, but there's still the claw and stuff. Yeah, he's still in there. Oh. There's a crab in here. He's playing hide and seek. So, but they're trying to stay hydrated so they don't get desecrated and all that stuff. Yeah, you can see all that stuff. And then this guy's, yeah, he's still in there. He's just hiding. So I can't tell for sure, and you probably can't tell from the camera, but there's itty bitty little hermit crabs all over the place, because this is definitely where the tide is most, because there's a bunch of water and stuff, and like there's a lot of little hermit crabs, and I'm thinking this might be a tidal pool because of the area. So okay, so here is a itty bitty little snail, probably a limpet. He's filter feeding on all this stuff, and actually you can see some of okay, we have all the seeds from the kelp, and then more of that, and there's also little jellyfish here too. And we also found a bunch of birds, and from today they're probably filter feeding, or I forget what it was called, but they're probably looking for food. This is a horseshoe crab. It's probably a desecrated horseshoe crab, because there's his tail, and then that's what's left of his head. And oh, look at that! Look at that exoskeleton. And then, yeah, beautiful. And there's his tail. So, at least that might be his tail. So that looks lovely. There's another sponge. Oh yeah, that's definitely a sponge. So you can see all the dirt, and it's more saturated than the last one I saw, because this one's more water-esque. And you can see all the holes. So what happens is the water comes in and then it goes out. And then there's some shells on the outside, and then more kelp. Okay, so we just found a coconut. So this is definitely flora, because it's a coconut. So it just was laying here on the shore, among other things. So, and this is definitely a clam, because it's hinged shut, and yeah, it's, oh, look at all the barnacles. There are definitely a lot of barnacles, like you see them on the outside, some on the inside.
Yeah, nobody's home.
And nobody's home. Yep. Oh, look at that. All the barnacles. Rachel is holding is another sponge that some people found while we were here at the beach.
It's heavy.
And it's very heavy, according to Rachel. And you can see all the sand and stuff, and that is awesome. As we were walking back, we found a little desiccated horseshoe crab. You can see its little pinchers. And so, yeah, that's definitely a horseshoe crab. There's his tail. So,
There's a mangrove pond over here.
and Rachel just found us a mangrove pod. So this is how the mangroves grow. And so, but this one didn't make it anywhere to root. So, again, as we are walking back to the car, there's a bunch of barnacles on the back of a shell of a horseshoe crab. So, oh, yeah, that looks fantastic. And then more kelp and all that. Here we found another horseshoe crab, but this one has its whole body intact, but it probably was desecrated. So, there's not much else to say. But you can see its entire body is intact.